Do you know what appeal to authority means? Appeal to authority means that your statement is your bio, and your bio is your statement. It goes like this, and this was very, very famous. This is a very fun thing that used to happen in talk radio back in the days where we took phone calls, which I so miss. I loved these moments. There was a guy who called my show one year, and he was very, very insistent that my call screener tell me his profession. And so we had these computers, and the producer would type the name of the caller and then what the caller wanted to say. And in this case, my producer all capped, he's a lawyer. Asterisk, 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 he really wants you to know he's a lawyer. He says you need to know he's a lawyer. So I'm getting ready to take the phone calls, and I get in my ear from my producer, and he's in this talk back. So I can hear it, the audience can't. My producer says, hey, again, this guy, I was just talking to him, getting ready to go. He said, does he know I'm a lawyer? And he said, yeah, I told him you're a lawyer. Okay, so he knows. Yes, I told him you're a lawyer. It's also in the computer screen in front of him. So I bring this guy on. I'll tell you what happened here in just a second. Then I'll give you this great example. I can't even believe I'm about to play something from one of the Young Turks without deriding it. But I am, because there was an appeal to authority moment that just got crushed. So I'll tell you what happened in my case, and you'll see this Cenk Uygur from the Young Turks going at a guy who is a bit of a joke because, of course, his bio is his point, and his point is his bio. I didn't notice this, but bio, that wasn't in the plan. I promise it wasn't. But I did get a note from Matt and Wade at Bioptimizers. They're the guys who've helped me restore and maintain fitness. I'm 57, and I float right around the 9% body fat. And I get to go have all sorts of fun doing things physically that I shouldn't be allowed to do at my age. Praise God for that, but also praise the guys at Bioptimizers. Now, you don't need to be a gym rat to benefit from these guys. They've got whey proteins. They've got sleep breakthrough, magnesium breakthrough, which doesn't just help you sleep, but helps you relax. P3OM, a prebiotic, which helps you digest foods more efficiently so you get more money for every single dollar, or more nutrition for every single dollar you spend on food. They've got Masszymes, which a study at Berkshire National University showed produces 1,200% more amino acids in your bodies than not taking Masszymes. Amino acids, of course, build proteins, which build muscle. They've blown this out. Never seen them do this before. Their entire site at bioptimizers.com/Todd, everything is 25% off. I've never seen this before. I'm a little worried. Bioptimizers.com/Todd. They've got educational materials. Both these guys were world-class bodybuilders. Wade was a world champ bodybuilder as a vegetarian. That's nuts and hard to do. So go to bioptimizers.com/Todd. Make sure you use promo code Todd. Get 25% off all the products there. Gym rat or not, you can benefit from it. Bioptimizers.com/Todd, promo code Todd. So back in the radio days, this build up, this guy, I pick up the phone, I actually don't pick up the phone. I press a button on this thing called the Comrax, right? And Mark, you're at the Todd Herman Show. Welcome. Todd, I don't know if your producer told you, but I'm a lawyer. I thought you should know. Wow. Well, let me do this. I'm going to put on my very, very special talk show host hat because I'm talking to a learned man. And I'll tell you what, out of respect for your education and your background and the jurisprudential expertise you bring to the table, here's what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the microphone off and I'll let you set forth with some brilliant litigatory methodology here for us to enlighten us. So I'm going to turn my mic off for 2 minutes. You make your case, counselor. All right, go ahead. Hello? Yeah, you're on. Let me start the clock again. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so look, I know you're going to hang up on me, but okay, can we start again? He couldn't get 5 words out of his hole. And I don't remember what the topic was, but he finally got about 15 seconds in and stopped. So he goes, well, that's sort of my point. And okay. And I proceeded to kind of Socratically tear his point apart. And here's the deal. He is an expert on writing legal papers, on researching legal papers, but not at having a 3-minute conversation on the radio. That happened to be my level of expertise. But you wouldn't hear me go into a room full of people, like at dinner. If I'm invited to some social function, you're going to hear me sit down when someone asks me something. Well, what do you think about the election? Well, it happens that I'm paid to talk about politics. So I should probably tell you I'm a talk show host. Used to work in D.C. and on the leadership team at the RNC, so y'all should shut up. It's called appeal to expertise, and it's one of the weakest possible ways to argue. If you ever have someone say to you, well, I should let you know, I'm a professor, your response should be, I love Gilligan's Island. So this is Cenk Uygur, and he is on the TV with a guy named Alan Lichtman. And Lichtman is someone who made some predictions about the election, and they didn't come out to be true. In fact, they didn't come out to be true at all. In fact, this is the first time I've ever played something by Cenk Uygur and done anything other than deride it. And here you go, the death of the appeal to expertise.
Don't blame the voters. I think, look, we could get into this discussion, but one, I think you're blaming the voters. I think that's a terrible idea. And look, I debated Professor Lichtman before. I told him his theories about the keys were absurd. I was right. He was wrong. I said he'd lose his keys.
No, you were not right, and I was not wrong. And that's a cheap shot, and I won't stand for it.
Well, who won, brother?
You should not be taking cheap shots at me.
Who won?
You want to make your point,
live
make your
in
point.
A total
Don't make it
world
personal.
Of denial.
I read your own followers' comments, and they all trashed you, every one of them, and supported me. So quiet with your personal attacks.
Come find out again.
Make whatever point you want. Don't make it personal.
You don't know anything. You don't know anything.
You attacked me personally.
You're so deluded.
Oh, right. I've only been a professor for 51
years.
years.
I've never been able to finish a thought.
How many books have you published? No, because you're personally attacking me again. Say whatever you want, but I'm not going to stand for personal
brother, you got it wrong.
You
were preposterously and stupidly wrong.
I don't need you to call me stupid.
Okay.
Can I just say, it's great to see you Democrats all getting along so well.
Who taught you manners?
Hey, Alan, you deserve a tall glass of shut-up juice, so can you just shut up for a second and let someone who knows what they're doing...
You're so right, Pierre. Okay? You're so right. We're so unified right now.
You want, I will not sit here and stand for personal attacks, for blasphemy against me.
Blasphemy against me! Wow! Blasphemy against me. I'm a professor, says Alan Lichtman.
Don't need to do that. You don't boost
blasphemy
your
against you? Who the hell are you? Are you Jesus Christ, you loser? Okay, can I just give the correct answer for once?
Lichtman, it says here, Alan J. Lichtman is an American historian who's taught at American University in Washington, D.C. since 1973. Lichtman is best known for creating the keys to the White House with Soviet seismologist Vladimir Kellis Borak in 1981. He was wrong. And Cenk Uygur called him out on this, and the response, I've been a professor. Blasphemy. I wish I could talk about my very favorite appeal to authority story, but I can't because this will end up on YouTube. But it had to do with someone saying to me, well, I'm a doctor.